Hello everybody and welcome back to another video on the channel. Today we're going to be doing the first episode of the item grinding series. This first episode is going to be a beginner's tutorial, then we'll move on to intermediate, and then we'll move on to the last one, which will be like the end of the game. Now by the end of this tutorial you could be getting some really cool items, for example the Lux trails, which I'll put a picture up on the screen, which you've probably seen people around the map using these. They are the glowing things behind the bike that create a trail. And for example, my bike that I'm using right now, you could also get that by the end of this tutorial. So without any more talking, let's get straight into the episode. So as a beginner, you probably won't have unlocked this Career Plus session. So we're going to go into the Career and Highlands. Now in this game, the way you get items is by getting rep. Now for this beginner's tutorial, we need to get 10,000 rep to be in with a chance on getting a good item. Now as you can see in the bottom middle, I'm getting this high speed perk and the number is counting up. Now this is because I'm going over 30 miles per hour. When you go over 30 miles per hour, it gives you this high speed perk, which is honestly one of the easiest ways to get rep in this game. But basically, the more rep you get, the better the item is you're gonna get. Now once you finish your first track, just click on any node. It doesn't really matter, as the Highlands is all pretty much the same anyway. As you can see in the bottom, mine is red, but yours will be a different color. That number has gone up. Mine's gone up to 487, but yours will probably be completely different. But the number that needs to be by the time we end the track is on 10,000. Now I'm going to be showing you a bit of a quick way on how to get more rep by doing loads of different things. So the first and one of the most simple ways is just by getting this high speed perk. Now you get this whilst going over 30 miles per hour, which I showed you a couple seconds ago. This is one of the most simple ways on how to get rep, and it does not require anything too risky, which will involve you getting killed, which we do not want to do at this stage of the game. The second way is by doing tricks. Now when you're on this map selection, if you're going to be aiming to do trick, you want to do tracks that have stunt in the name, or if you go down on the stats on the bar, it should be pretty high on the stunts page right there. So I'm going to go with this one. Now for some reason my track has just gone. This happens from time to time, but whenever you get on a jump, you want to do a trick. Now aim for something easy, unlike what I just did there. You can also add in a no-hander or something, but I would mainly aim for front flips and back flips, as they're pretty simple to do. Make sure you're switching them up a bit though, as the more you do them, the less rep you get from them. They're really the only main two ways you can get rep. The other ones are either too hard or they're just not worth it. So make sure you're doing that as much as possible, trying not to die, as when you lose all your lives, you do end the game without the 10,000 rep, which is what we want to get these good items. Now the reason I keep going on about this 10,000 rep is because there's different milestones in this game as to how much rep you need to get these items that you want. Now stuff like the bike that I'm using right now and the Lux reflectors are in the rare category, which you have to get at least 10,000 rep to be in with a 20% chance on getting these items, or, which is a bit too advanced right now, but in the near future we can do this once we've unlocked the desert. You can get 50,000 rep, which will give you an 80% chance on getting these items. Now in the rare category, there is the most items in the game, so not every single time will you get the items that you want, like the Lux reflectors or some of these community bikes, but you may get something that you don't want. Now this is kind of a bit annoying, but if you keep doing it, the more items that you get that are bad, the more the chance that you'll get the items that you do want. So that's pretty much all you need to know on how to get these items and what to do to get the most amount of rep. What you need to do now is keep going into these different tracks and do these methods that I've been talking about. So for example, high speed perk on the tracks that have a high steepness rating, and do lots of tricks on the track that have the high stunt rating. Now you need to keep doing this until that number at the bottom reaches 10,000. Once that's at 10,000, come back to this video and I'll show you what to do next. As you can see in the bottom middle of the screen, I have now got 10,000 rep, which means we have a 20% chance on getting the rare items and an 80% chance on getting the green items. What you want to do once you've got that 10,000 rep, click into the menu and click end session. It'll ask you if you want to retire, click yes, and it will bring up this screen where it'll give you your item. As you can see, I didn't quite get the rare item or the blue item, but I did get an uncommon one, which isn't too much of a bad item. But once you've done that, you can go back to lobby or keep continuing and doing as many of these as possible, because to get into the next tutorial, you will need 100,000 total rep. Now the way you can check this is in the bottom middle of the corner. When you're in the lobby, which is the place where I am right now, it should say a number. When that reaches 100,000, that means you have unlocked the desert, which is really useful for item grinding and is what we'll be using in the next tutorial in this series. So yeah, you just want to keep doing that, keep getting that 10,000 rep until you've reached this 100,000 rep milestone. It should probably give you a notification once you've done it, but if it hasn't, then go into the menu, go into Ride, Career Plus Session. If it lets you click on it, then you've got it and you can go on to the next tutorial. But yeah, that's gonna have to be the end of this video. If you did enjoy, please like and subscribe, as we've just reached 1,000 subscribers on this channel. If you have any other video ideas, please write them down in the comments and I'll try and make them for you. Otherwise, that's gonna have to be it. I hope you did enjoy and I'll see you in the next one.